Hello there, runner, and welcome to another day of some description, because I don't remember what day this is coming out on, which means it's time for another Live Watches Bofuri. Oh boy. So, what happened in the last episode? Like, Maple has her tentacles, and she had, like, a fight where, they got the pet for the blacksmith and for Kanade. So, I don't, and also, like, Balls had got his pet, too. So, like, who's left? They were talking about getting a pet for the next event, but, like, I think everybody has their pet now, but the 8th event is the next episode. So, not sure what this, I guess, oh god, please tell me this episode isn't fucking filler. Oh god. Ball's pet is a bit special. I mean, yeah, in that he fucking wears it like a hat, but I actually don't know, because they were really setting up the next event at the end of the last episode, but now the next event is the next episode, episode 8. So, and we are on episode 8. Yeah, we're on episode 7 right now. So, not quite sure what they're gonna do, but all right, I guess maybe Sally needs a power up, but let's get in here and let's see what they get up to, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go. I do find it a little funny. Like, it's a little funny that, like, this video game just has whole-ass snacks, you know what I mean? No, you have to catch up, I see. Fuck you. But like, this game's, like, one of this game's main selling points is, like, oh yeah, no, you can taste the food in the video game, ha-hee-hoo-hoo, and all that. Like, alright, I get it, but, like, I feel like if somebody had, like, a really toxic, like, relationship with food, like, say, me, I feel like that's a liability waiting to happen, you know what I mean? Like, or even if they don't have a toxic relationship with food, you know, like, someone eats, like, a dinner in the game for a stat buff. They taste it, they can feel the fullness in their virtual tum. Like, but then, like, their internal clock for food is off, you know? Like, it's like, because, like, a day in game is, like, 5 minutes in real life. They eat 3 meals. And then they take their helmet off. It's dinner time in real life. I feel like that could lead to people having eating disorders or just not eating, because it's like, well, I just ate. Yeah, in the video game, idiot. Like, maybe this is just, like, a worry that's, like, a complete non-entity for, like, normal people that don't have eating disorders, but still. I don't know. Those of you that have, like, a more healthy relationship with food, like, let me know how that would actually work. Because I feel like if my brain was saying, oh yeah, no, you just ate 5 minutes ago, dipshit. And, like, you know, I took the helmet off and went into the real world and it was dinner time. Like, I feel like that would lead to me not eating. Could be like, it just makes you hungry in real life, like smelling freshly baked bread. I mean, yeah, but if you can taste the food and feel full in the video game, that sensation is entirely within your brain. Then you have a mismatch between what's going on in your actual body and what's going on in your brain. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. At what point does this bitch get fucking Rasengan? The fastest fucking duel in game history. Holy shit. Who said they feel full? They feel... I mean, I thought they said that they felt full, but... I mean, regardless, like, me... What? And it just goes, it's just a little bird that go peep. I don't know, like maybe it's just me, but like, yeah, I feel like if my brain was saying, yeah, you just ate, dipshit, like I very much would not eat and I would starve to death. Okay, so how is the blacksmith gonna do this event? Like, if this event is, it seems like all of the events so far have been very, very much aimed at, like, combat players. Players that, like, play for, like, exploration or have limited use items, like Kanade. Or crafters, like, fucking, like, Iz. I feel like they get screwed. Like, it seems like every single event so far has been entirely combat-based. There's no, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like maybe these devs did not think that people would attach to the fucking crafting classes as much as people have. There's lots of explosives. Yeah, but, like, she's still a crafter first and foremost. Like, unless she crafts, like a 7 shit zillion grenades before the fucking, like, event starts. You know? I don't know, like, it just... And also, like, it, like, you know, like, it's like Kanade, for example. They can stockpile, they get, like, one, item every in-game day, right? That they can then store. Right? They just get that automatically. It's like being Artificer in fucking Pathfinder. But Iz has to go seek out materials, collect them, craft them into gear, or explosives or whatever. And it's like, alright, if the event goes on for longer than she planned, or she didn't get enough lead time to go farming, she's fucked. Maple, it's been 3 episodes since you went on an adventure together. Jesus Christ, calm down. You're on the English dub, you're looking at... Oh, fuck. Damn, I can't believe they just loaded a copy of Barbie Horse Adventure into their helmets. I can't believe they're wearing their fucking RP gear. Can't believe it. They're gonna get ganked. Can't believe they're just going on a totally platonic date. As best friends. Roommates, even. Just roommates. Not a single gay thought in there. Jesus. She has been accepted by the sheeps. The sheeps have accepted her as their god. All hail the sheep god. I feel like Maple needs to find, like, a mount that has, like, a fucking higher fucking movement speed. Like, doesn't she have, like isn't her movement speed slower than goddamn Syrup's? Like, she's slower than the goddamn turtle. I wonder if the headset like, kind of, like, suppresses the vomit reflex. Because in a situation like that, how many people would just vomit on themselves as they're laying there in their VR headset? And how many people would choke to death on their own vomit, Breaking Bad style, because they can't log out because they're vomiting? Let's be honest, there's very few things Maple would not eat. That's what I'm saying. Like spinning in VR is not great. It is very much like something that you do that is not recommended. Get her a living glacier for faster move. Yeah. Like this sort of full dive VR, it would need to suppress, like, vomit reflexes and stuff like that, right? Because, like, you put the helmet on, you lay on the floor or on your bed or whatever, and you're just kind of like, alright, I'm in the world, I'm dead to the real world, all of my nerve impulses are going through the helmet. I do want to do a VR stream at some point, because it's like, I haven't done a VR stream since I got my Dole model. I realize that, and I'm just kind of like, You know, I have, like, I have the version of the model, like, that doesn't have the skirt on for specifically VR streams, and I never fucking do them. You have to possess the video game character? Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think that's the implication for, like, these sorts of, like, for full dive VR, is that, like, it intercepts the nerve signals from your brain to your limbs, and then sends them to the helmet instead of to your limbs. Functionally, you're asleep. Functionally, you're asleep, and everything's going to the helmet. Because otherwise, like, you know, someone like Kirito in fucking Sword Art Online would just be, like, backflipping around his fucking room doing property damage. Yeah, exactly. It would all, like, if they're functionally asleep while they got the helmets on, that would also explain the time dilation thing. Because it's like, you know, 1 day in game is 5 minutes in real life. Me too. Do you know how wonderful it would fucking be for me to be able to play a video game where I'm fully immersed in a world where I don't have crippling spine pain? The last time I wasn't in pain was when I was 12. Think about that. Jesus Christ, Icy, shut the fuck up. Just love the vibing theme? Hell yeah. Okay, so... how did Kanade find it? Because they're a fucking super genius. Kanade doesn't sleep. I don't think that boy has ever fucking logged out of this video game. This boy's brain has aged 70 years in the time he spent in-game. Kanade lost the logout. Everyone else can log out at will, but Kanade's in fucking Sword Art Online over here fighting for their motherfucking life. Oh boy. is a bard. I'm gonna be honest, like, if I was in a full dive game where it's like, okay, fucking 1 day in real life is like 5 minutes in real life, yeah, I'd probably spend, like, actual fucking years in there. That's biological, that's functionally immortality. You know, like I imagine, imagine like a teenage cancer patient that's being told that they have that they have like months to live, right? Like, they would just be like on an IV drip logged into this fucking game. Because then they would then you would turn like months of life into fucking years, like, from their perspective. Honestly, this sort of technology would be something that would be really interesting to see in real life, like how people would adapt to it. By the way, this entire scene right here is exactly what I was fucking talking about, like, last week. When I said that, like, the addition of, the tentacles didn't really seem like it changed Maple's, like, fighting at all. Like, that right there was a lot better. Like, we got to see, like, every single one of her, skills combine in a way that was actually visually fucking interesting. The tentacles are still the least impactful of what she's got, but that was still really fucking good. Ah, she'll be fine. Put some Robitussin on it. Bludgeoning damage. No, Zebra was the joke super boss that nearly oh shit, it was, right! Like, I thought it looked kind of familiar, but I wasn't sure. I didn't want to say something and put my fucking foot in my mouth. God. Ah yes, fire damage on the being made out of rock. Very smart, Sally. What? Why is she wearing a sundress? I'm sorry, what? Okay, where did Maple get this sundress and where did her armor go? I am... Like, did I miss something? Like, holy shit. Like, did she get that in a... Oh, right, it's the levitation dress, right. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot that that fucking dress existed. I mean, I imagine that is like a... I mean, I guess that's a neat, thing, though. She can sacrifice damage resistance for the ability for mobility. That's fun. Though her movement speed is still, like, absolute fucking dog shit, though, so wouldn't she be levitating at, like, the speed of a snail? See, this is why I watch this shit live, because y'all will remember shit that I forget. Completely forgot about the ghost dress. I imagine that this is probably a place where, like, you can get, like, a bunch of super rare pets, but unfortunately, they've already got a pet each, so this dungeon was useless. Why would the apple tree ant eat his own children? Because my man is hungry! Let the boy cook! Or maybe it's a place to make pets better. That sounds fucked, Kadolbolg. Holy shit. What's this? Syrup is evolving! Syrup evolved into... What the fuck is that? Like, Syrup just turned into a fucking Bulbasaur. I mean, that's what saline drips are for, Titan. My man's just turned into a fucking Bulbasaur. That's all that happened. I mean, if Oboro is a Kitsune, now Oboro has 2 tails, meaning Oboro has at least, like, fucking 6... No, fucking 7 more evolutions, right? Because it's a Kitsune, which means it gets 9 tails at its strongest. So once again, Maple and Sally continue to be the strongest fucking people in the game because they just found shit first. Oh boy. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Was them finding the evolution thing a bug? Was it a wrong warp? Like, the way they're talking about it makes it sound like, ah, shit, it's a bug. Oh, no, they weren't supposed to evolve. Ah, shit. I love how, like, the devs... Jeez, G-Man, just give everyone depression. Jeez. Just, like, holy shit. Like, anytime they put something in the game, like, Maple finds it just immediately. Like, my god. I feel like maybe the devs need to just kind of slow down on new features for a minute, you know? Because, like, it seems like they keep adding features when not everybody, like, when, like, the majority of people haven't even finished the last tier. It'd be like if, like, Blizzard was like, alright, everybody, here's Molten Core. And then, like, the next day went, alright, now here's Blackwing Lair. At the very least, like, Blizzard waited until, like, a decent number of people had finished Molten Core before releasing Blackwing Lair. I mean, by decent, I mean it was, like, less than 5%, but... This was 2005. Like, sorry, no, 2000... Was 2004 or was it 2005 yet? I'm gonna say 2004. It was, like, 2004... People didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Like, point being... Like, they waited until, like, it was completed content before they went, like, alright, here's the next one. You know? Like, the way these devs are releasing content, it feels like most people are on fucking, Sulfur on Harbinger. And then one guild beats Ragnaros, and they're like, alright everybody, here's Blackwing Lair. Like, fuck it, calm down, my guy. Don't invalidate your previous tier when you've still got people working on it. My god, like, I don't know, I find it really hard to have, like, pity for these devs, you know? It's like they get an idea in their head, they're like, oh, new content idea! Whoosh! And they just slap that son of a bitch in, like, immediately with no testing and no idea, like, and then they wonder why Maple is so far ahead of everyone. Everyone else is in fucking Molten Core, and she's in fucking Nax, like, my god. And I'm not talking Nax 40, I'm talking Nax 25. The fucking version of Naxxramas released fucking 4 years after. Yeah, I don't know, like, maybe that's on purpose. Cause, like, they don't... It's like, Maple is, like, our protagonist, and Maple's supposed to be the person that we identify with, so it kind of makes sense. It's like, okay, we don't want to make it seem like Maple is, like, being malicious or whatever. The devs are just super fucking incompetent. Which I guess is, like, a valid way to do it. Yeah, like... Just like, hey, yeah, no, like, it's not Maple's fault. The devs just suck at their fucking jobs. But then, at the same time, that does kind of, like, lend itself to, like, how is this game functioning? How is this game so popular? You know? Like, I imagine, like, it's probably because it's one of the very few full dive MMOs in the world. Like, I imagine that, like, if someone else came out with a full dive MMO that wasn't as shit. Is Maple even human at this point? I think at this point she's an... Okay, let's see. So, Maple is... in order. She is a kaiju, which I would argue is either an aberration or... I mean, it's very similar to, like, just a giant fucking Tarrasque Godzilla, so I'd say an aberration. She's part construct because of machine god. She's part creature because of tentacles. She's part celestial because of the angel power. Yeah, I honestly don't think Maple counts as a humanoid anymore. Unironically, I don't think Maple counts as a humanoid anymore. I think she might just be just straight up just listed under aberration. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. Like, yeah. Like, aberration, creature, or beast even, sorry. Aberration, beast, celestial, construct, yeah. That's like 4 different monster types that she just has, like, on deck. Oh yeah, and part demon, don't forget that, yep. Gotta love that. But regardless, I think this episode was pretty neat. I think it was pretty cool. So, one of my big gripes in the last episode was that the addition of tentacles didn't really change how Maple fought at all. Like, it just was kind of like, oh, she's just going to just shoot them with her gun, and then cast tentacles, wrap around the creature's face, and then just chain cast Devour, so we basically have a still fucking image with, like, purple bullshit going everywhere. And, like, that was not great. But here they did it a lot better. Her fighting that super boss again, and just absolutely dumpstering it with a very unique combination of abilities, that's the shit I wanted. That's the shit that actually makes, like, getting new powers really good. Cast by her species under Fortrait Lamau. But that was neat. And this, I feel like this was an alright episode. It was kind of neat. I do think maybe they're adding in a little too many things at once. Like, I'm not sure, because it's like, the next event hasn't even happened yet. It only just got announced in the game. And, like, all the different members of Maple Tree have new pets. Maple has, like, let's see, she's got the ability to levitate with the dress. She's got the tentacles. She's got the throne ability, which I think... Yeah, she's got the throne ability. She's got, like, a bunch of... She's got the tentacles. She's got, like, a bunch of different abilities. And then add the evolved syrup on top of it. Like, I feel like we're at... Like the events feel like they're supposed to be, like, big-ass climaxes. And it's like, hey, Here's how Maple applies everything that she's gained since the last one. Boom. But, like, there's so fucking many things, and I feel like I'm a little afraid that things are gonna get left out. Like, I'm not, like, saying that as a doomsay, but I'm just kind of like, I'm wondering how they're gonna handle this. Because, like, something's gonna get left out, and something's gonna be like, oh, well, why wasn't this used? And that's gonna be an issue. And I'm afraid that, like, the things that aren't gonna get used, we're not gonna see much for we're not gonna see much for Kanade, we're not gonna see much for Balls. We're just gonna, it's just gonna turn into the Maple show again, which I understand, like, Maple is, like, the titular character. She is the Bofuri, but, like, when you have an ensemble cast this big, you kind of gotta, like, give everybody a chance to shine, otherwise people start falling to the wayside. Like, Balls very much fell to the wayside, to the point where I don't even remember what his fucking actual name is anymore. He is Balls Deep 69 for the rest of eternity. But that's... I don't know, like, that's... It's a concern. It's not a negative, but it is a concern. But other than that, I would say that this episode was really good. I liked the little scavenger hunt, just them kind of vibing and doing... You know, just doing shit, you know, just hanging out and gals being pals, and that was fun. I liked that a lot. I think that was probably... I'm basically repeating my same concerns from season 1. Remember how that turned out? I do! But that doesn't mean that those concerns are not valid. Nah. Yeah, like, it's just a good episode. Just gals being pals and going on a scavenger hunt. Like, I liked it a lot, and it honestly, like, solved, like, one of my issues from the previous episode as well. So, like, fucking 10 out of 10. This show is great. This episode is great. Not really much more to go from there, but hey, there we go. But yeah, I think that's really all I gotta say. So let me know, if you're on YouTube, let me know what you thought of this episode down there in the comments, whether you liked it, you disliked it, you're gonna bring up something I forgot to talk about, which is entirely possible. Oh boy. And if you want to catch us live with us, you can always join us on, I'm gonna say Monday, but the day is probably gonna change with the next season, because, oh boy, shit's coming out on different days. Oh boy. At 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mondays, where we watch anime and just kind of vibe. I also stream other stuff throughout the week. I mean, like, for example, this was recorded, like, on fucking Tuesday, and we're about to go learn Blender together, so that's fun. But hopefully I'll see you there. It's linked up in the right-hand corner, and my schedule is on the community page. Oh boy. But that's all I gotta say. So I'll see you in the next one, Run Up. Bye-bye.